What I'm talking about goes much deeper. These two words tap into the primal psychology of attraction. They flip switches in a woman's mind that trigger genuine desire and emotional investment. And here's the kicker: 99% of men have no clue these switches even exist. I'm going to break down exactly what these words are, why they work on a neurological level, and most importantly, the one tiny detail that makes all the difference. This detail is what separates men who get forgotten after the first date from men who become absolutely unforgettable. So do me a favor, watch this all the way through because what you're about to learn could revolutionize how you connect with women. So do me a favor, watch this all the way through because what you're about to learn could revolutionize how you connect with women. Now, let me share something with you. Over the past decade, I've analyzed countless interactions, studied behavior patterns, and coached hundreds of men. And here's what became crystal clear: the guys who have the most success with women aren't always the most attractive or wealthy. They're the men who've mastered one fundamental skill: emotional clarity in communication. While average guys are stuck having surface level conversations, tiptoeing around what they really mean, afraid of being too direct, the truly magnetic men do something completely different. They use language that cuts through the noise and speaks directly to her emotional core. You see, our brains are wired to respond to specific linguistic triggers. And when these two words are used correctly, they create what psychologists call emotional resonance. It's like striking the perfect chord that makes everything else fade into the background. All right, let's get into it. The first word is I want. Sounds almost too basic, doesn't it? But let me explain the psychology of what's happening when you use this phrase with genuine confidence. When you say I want, you're doing something powerful. You're owning your desires without apology. You're not seeking approval. You're not hedging your bets. You're being crystal clear about your intentions. And here's something most men don't understand about female attraction: women are magnetically drawn to men who have clarity about what they want. Why does this work? Because it demonstrates leadership. It shows you're someone who can make decisions and take action. It tells her she won't have to carry the mental load of figuring everything out. Let me paint a picture for you. When you say something weak, like, hey, maybe we could hang out sometime if you're free, no pressure, what message are you really sending? You're broadcasting uncertainty, fear of rejection, and a complete lack of direction. Now contrast that with, I want to take you to this amazing Italian place this Friday at 7. You'll love it. Can you feel how different that energy is? You're not asking permission. You're creating an opportunity. You're taking the lead. And before anyone gets confused, this isn't about being pushy or domineering. This is about masculine clarity. It's about having the self-respect to state your desires without shrinking. When you communicate this way, something biological happens. You activate what's called polarity in attraction. You step into your masculine energy, the energy of pursuit and direction. And that naturally awakens her feminine energy, the energy that wants to be pursued and led. The second word, and this is absolutely critical, is I appreciate. Now listen carefully because this is where everything comes together. If you only use I want, you risk coming across as selfish or one-dimensional. It might seem like you're only focused on what you can get from the interaction. But when you combine I want with I appreciate, you create something irresistible. You show that yes, you're a man of action and desire, but you're also someone with emotional intelligence and depth. Let me show you how this works in practice. Instead of just saying, I want to see you again, you say, I want to see you again because I genuinely appreciate how thoughtful you are. Talking with you feels different from most conversations I have. Do you see what just happened there? You're not just expressing interest, you're demonstrating that you actually pay attention, that you see beyond the surface, that you value who she is as a complete person. And let me tell you something, this is absolutely magnetic. Why? Because most men only comment on physical appearance. They give shallow compliments about looks, but you're going deeper. You're acknowledging her character, her mind, her unique qualities. And here's the beautiful part. When you appreciate genuinely, You're not operating from a place of neediness. You're operating from a place of choice. You're not desperate for any woman. You're specifically interested in her. And trust me, women can sense that authenticity instantly. If you're finding value in this video, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Every week, I share strategies like this that give you a real edge in dating and relationships. Now, let me warn you about the fatal mistake that ruins everything, using these words without authenticity. There's a concept called congruence. It means your body language, vocal tonality, and words are all sending the same message. If you say, "I want to take you out," but you're slouching, avoiding eye contact, and your voice sounds uncertain, your message falls completely flat. Your body is broadcasting insecurity while your words are trying to project confidence. And here's what you need to understand. Women have incredibly sensitive emotional radar. They can detect incongruence like a lie detector. It's evolutionary. They're wired to assess authenticity because historically, their survival depended on choosing reliable partners. So when you say, "I want," you need to stand with your shoulders back, maintain steady eye contact, and speak with certainty. When you say, "I appreciate," slow down your speech, let the words breathe, and allow genuine emotion to come through. This level of calibration, matching your inner state with your outer expression, is something I break down extensively in my premium training. There, I don't just teach you what to say, but how to embody the energy that makes every word land with impact. There's one more element we need to talk about: timing. Look, you're not going to walk around robotically saying, "I want" and "I appreciate" in every single interaction. That would be weird and off-putting. These phrases are strategic tools. You deploy them at key moments when you want to create emotional significance, when you want to establish clear intent. For example, imagine you've just had an incredible first date. As you're saying goodbye, you look her directly in the eyes and say, "I want to do this again soon. I really appreciate how easy you are to talk to." Boom. You've just created a powerful emotional anchor. Now, whenever she thinks about you, her brain will associate you with feeling seen, valued, and desired, all at the same time. That's a combination that's extremely hard to resist. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed because next week, I'm revealing the 3 conversation mistakes that instantly kill attraction and how to avoid them. You don't want to miss it. Look, you now have the framework. These aren't manipulation tactics. This is authentic communication done with intention. Use these tools wisely. Use them with respect. And remember, perfection isn't the goal. Authenticity is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.